Hi everyone. Today we're starting our brand new unit, which is on argumentative writing or how to develop a powerful argument. This is one of my favorite units of the whole school year, so I'm a little disappointed that we can't do it together in person and that we have to cut it a little bit short because of all the stuff that has happened this year. But I know that you guys are going to do a nice job with it, so I'm excited to move forward and see what you guys do. When you were younger, argumentative writing might have been called persuasive writing, and you might have written about things like should kids have to wear school uniforms or there should be better food in the cafeteria. We're not going to be writing about those more babyish things anymore. We're going to be looking into real world issues and developing powerful arguments that are going to make people change and take action on important issues. So now that you're getting older, it's not quite enough to convince somebody that your line of thinking is right. We want them to do something. Okay. So what do you want people to do? Are you going to want people to go out and pick up trash? Are you going to want people to vote? Are you going to want someone at your company or school or in our government to write new policies or write new laws? Are you going to want to persuade someone to hire you for a job? It's really important that you have strong argumentative skills so that you can move people to action and make some changes in your life. So that's what we're focusing on now that we get older with argumentative writing. So let's take a look at some of the terms that go with argumentative writing. So when we start doing some of this work, you know what we're talking about. So first of all, argumentative writing uses reasons and evidence to support the claim of the writer. If you don't have solid reasons, if you don't have evidence from credible sources to back up your argument, no one's going to listen to you and no one is going to be persuaded to take action. You've heard people talk about, fake news everywhere. If you have evidence that's from sources that aren't reliable and aren't supported, you are not going to be able to convince anybody of anything. So it's really important that we're really evaluating these reasons of evidence and thinking about whether they are the very best things to support your claim. What's a claim? So an argumentative writing piece, the author must first state his or her claim. You have to be really clear about what side you're arguing. The claim is a thesis statement or main point that forms a basis for an argument within a text. So your claim could be something like, middle school kids should be able to make more choices about what classes they take in 8th grade. That could be a claim. You just have to back it up with some solid evidence. But not only do you need to, in 7th grade, have a solid position, you also need to be able to understand what the other side might be thinking. And that's called the counterclaim or the counter argument. And that's a position that goes against or supports your main claim. So you're going to have to take a very clear side, but you're going to have to acknowledge that maybe the other side has some merit to it, that they have some ideas, and that's why they believe them. So here's an example of that. Maybe your claim is traditional school in a classroom is better than online school. That's what I think. But I can't ignore the fact that for the counter argument, it would be online school is better than traditional school. I can't ignore that there are benefits to online school. Some kids communicate better online than in face to face. It's helping you guys become more independent and learn more about technology. There's some perks to online school, like being able to sleep in a little bit later and because you don't have to get ready to go to school. So even though I think that traditional school in the classroom is overall better, I can't ignore what the other side might say, and I have to be prepared for their arguments and be able to defend myself. So counterclaims and arguments make your point stronger and show that you've come to your position in a fair manner after considering the other person's point of view. They help you show why you're right. If you don't take the time to acknowledge the other side, no one is going to think that you're prepared, and they're not going to believe or be moved to action by what you have to say. So here's a question that you can do on the Edpuzzle. Here's another question that you can do on the Edpuzzle. A pro of a decision are the positive points. A con of the decision are the negative points. You've probably heard about this, so you can answer the question. And then finally, again, the very important part of this unit is that you are backing up your argument with credible facts from trusted sources. Because again, if you don't take the time to construct your argument, back it up with facts, no one is going to believe you. No one is going to go along with what you have to say. Okay? So building a strong argument requires a lot of pieces. You have to have a firm claim. You can't just say both sides are right. You got to pick a side. You have to have some reasons and evidence to support it. And then finally, you're going to have to acknowledge what the other side has to say and include that counter argument somewhere in your argument. Okay? So remember these terms as we continue on with this unit. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited to start this with you guys. Have a good day.